Ashley Trevino goes on a road trip with Uncle Fester, and on the first day, she almost gets beat up.
You're gonna get your shoes so cállate ya. Vale más que te calles, eh?
Worth everything.
Vale más que te pases y calles, eh?
Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In this first clip, we're going to see basically a compilation of the footage that has been obtained through TikTok. Doesn't look like a whole lot of people were filming. The footage is not the best. Super wobbly, super grainy, and has a lot of copyrighted music on it. So portions of this video are going to be muted, but that doesn't matter because it's the visuals you want to look at. Where's all the shit talking, Ashley? Are you just a keyboard warrior? Do you just sit behind your phone and talk shit about people because you're too scared to say anything to their face? You are so scary, Ashley. Every person that has ever pulled up on you, rode up on you, walked up on you, whatever, you don't say shit, you look at them like they're crazy, or you power walk to the car while Uncle Fester is like fighting for his life to protect you. And I don't care what anybody says about Uncle Fester. I have been saying it for a while. Uncle Fester likes Ashley. He cares about her, because if he didn't, he would not have put himself in between Ashley and that girl. People can come on the internet and say, oh, well, he's just doing it because she's his cash cow or whatever. Sure, I do think that there are aspects of that that are true, but I also think that he genuinely cares about her. I'm not saying he loves her or he's in love with her or anything like that. I'm not saying he wants a relationship with her, but what I am saying is that he cares about her and he is going to protect her. And I think Ashley is going to continue to do whatever Theo Fester wants because she finally has someone who is willing to protect her when nobody else ever would. In this next clip, I'm not 100% sure if this is really the baby daddy of the girl in pink, but allegedly this is the baby daddy, and he has some words for Ashley, or at least some words about her recent Snapchat story.
And apologized for, of course, the way that Amarillo is, I guess.
Bitch, you better calm the fuck down, because we would have fucked your ass up through that window, your car, and your bitch ass boyfriend, including the dead bitch king, even though that's my baby mama.
Listen, I don't know if that's a baby daddy or not. I don't know. It could just be some random guy posting a TikTok video that has some words to say for Ashley. Here's the thing. There is going to come a time where somebody is going to come up on Ashley. And even Theo Fester. Theo Fester's not that big. And from what I've seen, like, he's a punk too. It takes a special kind of stupid to like slap somebody's phone out of their face, to be like really aggressive with a female all on TikTok live. To me, that says he's a coward and he's nothing but a bully toward women, in my opinion. So eventually you're going to get a couple, a man and a woman, some cousin, some brother and sister tag team duo type bullshit that are gonna come up on Ashley, They're going to come up on Theo Fester. And when that happens, I think Ashley might finally shut her fat mouth for good. But for now, because Ashley thinks she got away from another beatdown, she's just going to come on the internet and run her mouth.
All right, guys. So for most of y'all that are probably already have seen, we were at the Amarillo Steakhouse, the Texan or Big Texan. And I was taking pictures with a lot of people, okay, because I'm not a mean person. I take pictures with a lot of people. A lot of the workers, they were so nice. Like, honestly, the staff there was so incredible. The managers were above and beyond, so was the waitress. Some of the customers as well. I was taking a picture with a group of deaf people, and mind you, they were actually deaf. Like, you know, they couldn't talk, and they were deaf. So one of the girls, of course, you know, started talking crap to me, like signing it, and I'm like, what? Like, you know, and literally, like, she was right in front of me, so I mean, she did have time to like make her move, but she didn't until everybody was recording. And then Renee gets in the middle, of course, you know, and he unlocks the car for me. So of course he's like, just go to the car. So I go to the car. He's right behind me with the female. At one point, she was so close, I thought she was gonna pull my hair because that's how close she was, but she didn't. She was basically like acting like, I mean, she could have went around him, honestly, and she didn't. So instead, she decided to mark him up. So she marked his arms up and was hitting him and all that. Like, I felt so bad because, of course, he couldn't do nothing back to her. He's not going to do that. He's not that type of person.
What are you talking about, Ashley? Fester be putting his hands on you all the time. Do you mean that he's not the type of person to put his hands on a real woman because he knows that she might beat him down too? What are you talking about? Do you not think that we see your live streams or we can remember your live streams? Just because you get blackout drunk when you're on TikTok Live or Instagram Live or whatever the fuck platform you can get on that week because you're always getting banned because you're mean, gross, and nasty, doesn't mean that we forget it. We remember that shit. We are never going to forget all the nasty, gross, disgusting PDF inspired behavior that you do on the internet. That's why nobody likes you. You are racist, you are gross, and you are disgusting. And now you're being really weird toward the deaf community. I guarantee before the end of this week, Ashley is going to get on live all drunk and shit and start talking shit about this girl and her disability. And when she does, she doesn't have to worry about being canceled because she's going to have a whole nother group of people getting her off the internet. And to be honest, I can't wait for that day to happen.
And we did have to call the cops because at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't have put your hands on him. So y'all are going to see if everybody, like, I mean, and then everybody surrounded the car. So I had my head down. I wasn't crying or nothing. I was just like on FaceTime with somebody. And literally people were like knocking on the window, taking pictures, taking videos. So what y'all are going to see is just a glimpse of what actually happened. Always remember that y'all will never see the full thing. Maybe I should have recorded it from the very beginning until the end. But then y'all would have thought it was a skit. So I'm just letting y'all know that what happened from the time we walked out until the time we got in the car. And that everything that you're going to see is not what actually happened. Like I said, if you know any of the workers, you could ask them. They seen everything. The managers, even one of the managers came, and actually two of them, and made everybody leave. And we're like, give her space. Like, leave her alone, you know? Like, leave. So they even waited by my door until the cops got here. Like, that's how sweet that place of workers is. And, you know, it's crazy that people got to be so ignorant to try and do something. Like, and then you're deaf. Like, that's why I didn't do anything. Because if I would have literally fought this girl, y'all would have canceled me for messing with a deaf person. Like, and I felt bad because she was deaf. So, I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I'm letting y'all know what really happened. And that's what really happened. So, yeah, obviously they weren't brought up right, and they were just not mannered. And her friends actually stayed. So her friends actually talked to the cops. because they were still sitting there. And she took off, so hopefully they find her, because, yeah, your day's coming, baby girl.
You know what? Ashley is so good about coming on the internet, saying a whole bunch of words, but not saying shit. So, okay, the one thing that stood out to me in that bunch of bullshit is her saying, oh, if I would have fought a deaf girl, y'all would have canceled me for fighting a deaf girl. What are you talking about? When have you ever fought anyone? You're not going to fight anybody. You are like, you're a coward. Like, you know, like back in the day, like medieval times, if you were labeled as a coward, like your wife and children would leave you. Like, is that why your daughters don't want to go with you anywhere? Is that why they don't want to live with you? Is that why they don't want anything to do with you? Because you're a coward and you've like put shame on your family? Do you guys know that there is a story out there that the reason why Ashley's sister doesn't talk to her is because Ashley was hitting on her husband, and her husband doesn't want her like around him or his kids? Do you guys know that? That's like a narrative that's being pushed on TikTok. Now, of course, everything I say in this video is alleged. Go do your own research and form your own opinions. But I'm just saying that's what I heard on TikTok. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. But who knows? I wouldn't put it past her. She's weird. She's super gross. She's super predatory. But the one thing that she's not is a fighter.
This is not okay, guys. Like, y'all probably think I was lying about that, but no. Look what this girl did to Renee. Like, that is not okay. This is not, like, I think that's the only mark he has.
She was hitting my arms when I was trying to block her from getting.
See? It's not okay, you guys. Not, like, okay. Like, that is literally not it.
Okay, Ashley, whatever. In this next clip, Ashley's begging Amarillo to be nice to her because she's got plans and she doesn't want anybody to, you know, try to get at her.
All right, Amarillo, y'all be good to us tonight, okay? We have plans. We've already got our hotel booked for the next 2 nights. And we also have a show, or like a little get-together thing we're going to.
Don't tell them that. Then they'll be looking.
Well, y'all just be good to us, please. I don't mind taking pictures if I see y'all in public, but don't be crazy. Okay? I did not drive all this way for nothing, Amarillo. So, besides the Big Texan that has really good food, let me know where else we should eat if you're in the Amarillo area. I do like that y'all have a Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's is my fave, so. But yeah. Anyways. Peace, love, and rose.
Did she say peace, love, and rose? Like your nasty ass rose toy? Ew. You know what? We're not even going to get into that. Just play the next clip.
If you're going to post y'all's little videos of y'all stalking me while I was sitting in the car, make sure y'all get the right story and the right videos, because like I was laughing.
Wait. I know I'm so good. I have not stopped in the middle of the clip in so long, and now I'm going to do it. What are you talking about? You were laughing. Do you guys remember the clip at the beginning of the video? When was she laughing? She wasn't laughing. She was like doing something weird with her hand, like she was scared and shit. When was she laughing? She wasn't laughing. She is so like, is she like a pathological liar? Is that what it is? Allegedly? Is that what she is? Because how are you going, like, we saw the videos. At no point, now the videos were shit. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry to the person taking the videos, but the videos were shit. Like, focus in, girl. Like, it's okay. But at no point in time was she laughing, smiling, cackling, smirking, cracking a little smile, doing duck lips. She wasn't doing none of that shit. So the thing about this is when you guys pull up on her, you're giving her shit to talk about, which means people are going to go to her Snapchat stories and they're going to watch those clips because they want to see what she's going to say, and then she's going to make money. So really all you're doing when you pull up on her like that, especially like when you don't really do anything, sorry, but not saying I condone doing something or not, but I'm just saying you're sending people to her page because people want to see what she's going to say. So in turn, you're really just making her money. And I think that's why a lot of people think that all these people coming online and attempting to pull up on her or saying they're going to pull up on her, people are like kind of reserved about their support for those people. Well, because one, you shouldn't be like really doing the violence thing and all that stuff. But two, because Ashley is known for telling lies and doing skits. So people do think they're skits. In this situation, I don't think so. I don't think it was a skit because Fester really did get hurt. And I don't think he would go to that extreme for money unless they're really that down bad and needing money for their trip. But I don't think so. I don't think it's a skit. I think that it really happened. But of course, Ashley's got to come on the internet and say some bullshit like, yeah, I was just laughing and smiling and on FaceTime. Girl, you was scared. You were like legit scared. Like literally.
I was FaceTiming Vince. And I was literally laughing, like, but I had my head down because I seen like people recording and I'm just like, bro, like this is annoying. Like I literally felt like a Kardashian, like sitting in the front seat because people were coming up to the window, taking pictures, recording me, like, and I'm just like, bro, this is so annoying. Like, oh my God, can I please have my privacy? Like, I mean, it was crazy. I honestly, like, if I would have done something to that girl, you guys, y'all would have canceled me because she was deaf. Y'all would have said that I was messing with a disabled person or whatever. Like, y'all would have made something up. And I'm not a mean person, you know. I have family members who are with disabilities too. So I really have a heart for them. But for her, I couldn't even understand one thing she was saying. Like, she was literally like mumbling her stuff. So it's like, if y'all are gonna sit there and post the pictures and the videos of me, make sure that y'all get the right videos and pictures with the story. Like, y'all are making it seem like, I don't even know, to be honest. Like, y'all got the picture of me literally from the side view, and then people literally were coming to my window like taking pictures. And I mean, Renee told everybody, like, I would have taken pictures with everybody, but she ruined it for everybody. So yeah. And like I said, y'all would have canceled me anyways if I would have talked bad to her or something. So I just kept walking to the car. And then the only reason I ran is because Renee was like, run. I'm like, what the hell? I knew they were recording. Like, I didn't want to run. I should have skipped to the car, to be honest. But because I was walking. Okay, let me stop. But I was walking and poor Renee was like behind me, like just taking all these little scratches from this girl. And I'm just like, bro, what the hell? Like, it was crazy. But I had a good time. The staff was amazing. Thank you to the two managers that treated me so good and apologized for, of course, the way that Amarillo is, I guess. Other than that, everybody else that I met was super nice, super amazing. I hope y'all had an amazing time meeting me and taking a picture with me. But yeah, so just know that we do press charges, okay? So yeah, so get the story right whenever y'all post y'all's pictures. Make sure that y'all know that I was on FaceTime with somebody. I wasn't like crying or anything, like, and it was like, I don't like everybody like looking at me, so like I had my head down because I was just like, there's too many people like around me, like just videotaping, and I didn't know what the fuck. Like, I'm telling you, I felt like a Kardashian. Like, I felt honestly really famous. And I don't like to say that I'm famous because I'm not. I try to be so humble about it. But the way that it looked like paparazzi was everywhere. And I wasn't even dressed. I just had my makeup on, like, literally. And so, yeah. Anyways, get the story straight. Get the story straight, TikTok. Or my little trolls. Get the story straight, my little trolls. Us.
I don't know what she was saying halfway through it because I kind of dozed off a little bit. She's so boring. Like, I don't understand why people watch her. Like, she can only get views when stuff like this happens. When she's posting like everyday stupid shit, nobody cares. Nobody cares what she's doing. So she's going to ride this wave for a few days because it's going to equal money for her. And like, part of me thinks that she knows that when she says things like, oh, you guys would have canceled me and all this shit, that people are going to come out and say, well, what do you mean cancel you? You've been canceled. Like, that's my first reaction, is to be like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, nobody really cares about you. But when you go to her Snapchat and you see that she's got hundreds of thousands of followers, she is making money. She is making money off of people watching her. So she's going to continue to come out here and say, oh, I don't like to say I'm famous, but you know, I'm basically like a Kardashian. Then she's going to come out here and try to spread delusion that there's paparazzi, or she felt like it was paparazzi and all these people were trying to take pictures of her and all this bullshit. You're going to see in the next couple of clips that there were people standing out there, but it was no more than you would usually see when there's an altercation or a fight or an argument or something going on somewhere in public. There's always going to be like a little crowd there. And that's what it was. There was maybe 6 or 7 people out there. I don't know about anybody else, but I haven't come across any clips where people were like coming up and knocking on the window and shit like that. There is one clip, and it's the same video being recycled all over the internet of somebody walking up to the car and getting the picture of her and the video of her sitting in the passenger seat where she's got like her hand over her face and stuff. And I don't know about you, but when I see Ashley like without the filter, she like, girl, ugh.
Guys, y'all are weird. Why are y'all saying different lies? And she didn't pull up on me. She literally was a customer there. So and that's exactly what the manager said. So what? Like, y'all make it seem like she literally pulled up in her little car or whatever. No. She did not pull up on me. Her friends took a picture with me. She was taking the picture. So, that's what I don't understand. There was like a line of people too. Like, it was annoying. Like, not annoying, but like, we were leaving. So it's not like she came up or anything. No. And she didn't chase me out the restaurant. I only ran because Renee told me to run.
Okay. So basically, Ashley's coming on her Snapchat stories and saying the same shit over and over again. At this point, this was over 24 hours ago and she's still riding that wave. Like I said earlier, she's going to ride this wave for a few days because it's going to create more views for her, more engagement for her, more dollars in her pocket so she can buy shit for Renee and his kids. And you know what's funny about this whole situation is if you think back to like the beginning when she first started, like, well, she was always controversial, but like when people started trying to fight her, she would always like come on here and say like, you know, my kids, they're worried about me, blah, blah, blah. Or she would be like on the phone with her kids and they would be like, oh, mom. And they would be like crying, like, Mom, are you okay? And she would be all drunk and shit talking about, I'm okay. Like however she talks in her drunk slurring voice. But now the last few times, there's no videos of her talking to her kids. Do her kids just not care anymore? Do they not call her anymore when people are trying to pull up on her? Is it so common for her kids to see that people are trying to beat her up that they've just thrown their hands up to it and they're just like immune to it? Are they numb to it at this point? I think this whole thing with Ashley, it just says a lot about who she is as a person when the only person that is sticking up for her is Uncle Fester. And I do think he cares about her. And yes, I do think he's also in it for the money. I think if she stopped making money, he would break up with her. And I do, or not, I don't even know breakup is breakup the right word. Stop associating with her because we all know that he doesn't claim her. But it's just really weird that Ashley will put like a man in front of her kids and take care of a man and his family and spend every single day with this man, and you can't do that for your kids. And I don't care if you're seeing your kids offline or not. That's probably the best thing you have done. But the issue is that we don't really think you're spending time with your kids. The internet does not believe you. And I do think that eventually her kids are going to come out and tell the truth about her. I mean, Haley is going to be 18 in a couple of years. And I think when she turns 18, she's going to come after her mom. I think it's going to happen. And it's going to be really interesting to look back on moments like right now where Ashley is going out and getting drunk every other day, talking about her body and the personal things that she likes to do with Uncle Fester, the way she talks about young boys on the internet, and the way nobody likes her. If I were her, I would be so embarrassed for my kids to come on the internet and see the clips of me, or see the comments that people make about me, or see the TikTok videos that people make about me, or see the YouTube videos that people make about me if I were Ashley Trevino. Like, think about like her grandkids in a few years, that this is like the legacy that you want to leave to them. She can sit there and say, oh, it was all a skit. It was all a dream. It was all for the views and shit. But that's not really worth it. Is it really worth it for you to have a couple of dollars in your pocket for people to think this is who you are? And here's the thing, Ashley, talking directly to you right now. We know that this is who you are, that you are a nasty person, that you're racist, that you're like a delusional person who is okay with putting themselves out there in their true form, in their worst form, in their worst moments, just for a couple of dollars. There's nobody else on the internet that is like that. And I think that's why you get so many views. But eventually, people are going to get tired of it, or platforms are going to deplatform you, just like TikTok did, because you are going against their terms and conditions so much. You got kicked off of TikTok because you were showing your nasty, in my opinion, naked, gross body over and over again. I didn't even realize that you had been showing your nasty body. Like you were like doing stuff to a man on TikTok live from day one. I have morals and respect.
Just saying. It'd be the booty for me.
Is it the booty for you?
It'd be the booty for me.
Like, you are so gross. And you can come on here and do your little Snapchats and say, oh, this person's jealous. This person's my hater. I can take this person's husband. Bitch, no, you can't. You can't take anything from anybody. You're, first of all, with peace and love, you're ugly. You're gross. Your body is unhealthy. Nobody likes you. You were not nice. If you were nice, we wouldn't care how plump and round you are. We would be like, get it, girl. We would support you. We wouldn't care that you have bad skin. We would probably tell you how to take care of it. We would support, love, and care for you. But you're not nice. You're gross. So when we come on the internet and we tell you the hard truth, you're going to look back on this one day when you have pennies in your bank account and you're going to think, wow, I had so many opportunities to rebrand. All you had to do was go off the internet for a while. When you got taken off of TikTok, you should have stayed off of TikTok. You should have stayed off of TikTok for months. You should have came back, rebranded yourself, made up a lie. I don't give a shit. You could have done anything to get support from people because people are forgiving and people would have been willing to give you another chance, but not now because there are so many people like me that are going to come on the internet week after week and expose you for the nasty person you are. We are going to continue to come on the internet and expose you for getting naked in the, like, what was that, the front seat of a car and in the parking lot of a bar, like doing that to a man on TikTok live, girl. Like, ew, you are so gross. The fact that you will come on here and manipulate 19-year-old boys for TikTok views, the fact that you will come on here and victim blame victims on TikTok and say that their dad deserved what they got is disgusting. The fact that you don't take care of your kids, you can't keep a house, all you care about is fake Louis Vuittons and DH Gate necklaces, that you want people to think you're this person that you are not, so bad that you will set up, in my opinion, a fake shopping spree in Louis Vuitton just to make people think you really have real authentic bags. We don't care if you have real authentic Louis Vuitton bags. Nobody cares about that. What we do care about is if your daughters have a real authentic mom, and from what we can see, they don't. But what do you think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Ashley Trevino is going on a road trip and day one, she's already getting pulled up on? What do you think about the fact that she said that she couldn't fight the girl because she was deaf and she was afraid of getting canceled? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time,